From the headlines that move us
to the plays on the field and the people making a difference.
It's news, sports, and stories that keep our community alive.
This is the Heartbeat of Tampa Bay.
I'm Christopher Ingram.
And I'm Sarina Fazan. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
We say it with every single guest, Sarina, but we have a really special guest today.
Oh my gosh. And someone that, I mean, honestly, cannot be replaced.
She cannot be replaced, that's for sure.
Hope not.
My lovely daughter, Mia Ingram, is in the house.
Hello.
No, you cannot be replaced. Although you do have a twin, but you cannot be replaced.
Super daughter.
Yes,
and we're
that's
like, identifying you as super daughter.
Yes.
And, of course, you guys know what I mean. We can't be replaced. I mean,
yes.
there is no one more than you love than your kids, right?
Right.
I mean, ever in your life.
No, ever.
Yeah.
People that don't have kids don't understand that. And children don't understand that until they have their own kids.
Okay, right,
well.
exactly. And isn't this quite something? The two of you, do you think they look a little alike? You think there's any question that
Maybe.
you're his daughter?
Oh, no.
Well, she claims the tallness, I guess.
Yes.
But, So, Mia, you're a student at University of South Florida. Tell everybody, what are you studying?
I am a double major in psychology and political science.
Oh,
And she's at USF St. Pete, which is where I got my master's degree in journalism.
isn't that something?
And once I found that campus, when I learned of it, when I moved back to Tampa to Florida, and I wish that I had applied to go there for undergraduate because it's such a beautiful campus. I mean, it is now. It probably wasn't, back in 1989.
Yeah, but it is really nice.
Yeah, it's
I
super
love
nice.
it so much, and I have like the most amazing friends, and yeah, it's the best.
That's so awesome.
And so we have you here today, just kind of as our third co-host,
Yep.
to get you comfortable here, because we've got something else lined up. In a couple of weeks or so, we're going to do a show, just Mia and I, and we're going to talk politics. Or actually, we should have you here, and you could be the mediator.
Yeah, maybe, you guys
Yeah,
might.
we might need a referee.
So Mia was really cute when we were talking about doing this a couple months ago, and she said, "Well, Dad, but you know so much more about all this political stuff than I do." And I said, "I tell you what," and she's really smart. She's selling herself
my gosh,
short.
I know,
She's really
she's
smart,
brilliant.
and
Yes,
she can
brilliant.
argue. She would be a great lawyer. I'm discouraging her from becoming a lawyer because lawyers suck. But
Christopher!
until you need one.
Yeah.
But she's very, very opinionated, and she can back it up. Okay. But I told her, I said, well, I'll make you a deal. If you'll come on, we'll talk about whatever topics. You can pick the topics. You can research the topics a week in advance, however long you want. And you can wait until 20 minutes before the show to tell me what the topics are going to be. And then we'll have our little debate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I think that's a great idea.
Do you want to moderate?
Yeah, I would love to moderate.
Okay,
I would love to
perfect.
moderate. But honestly, and I have put this on the record before, your dad is so brilliant and very well educated, and it makes me very comfortable sitting in this chair next to him.
course.
Honestly.
Of course.
And I mean that sincerely.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reed.
That doesn't mean he can't be wrong, though.
Mia, always there with the silver tongue, waiting to just strike.
We love it. We love it.
She's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, we've got quite the show today.
We have.
You know,
A lot of stories.
A lot of stories. Do you
Mia's
wanna-
here as a co-host.
I know, which is so
course.
much fun. We're going to be talking about teen takeovers, deep fakes, a situation in Deltona, right?
Deltona, yeah,
Which
Pinellas
is like,
County.
yeah,
It's crazy.
crazy.
Between two county commissioners.
A little tap leads to well, I don't want to give it away. And then, oh my gosh, the craziest story out of Lakeland. I commend.
It's Florida.
It is hilarious about a woman that wants to do a party at the sheriff's office. I mean,
Yeah, it's a good Florida man.
Yeah.
A Florida woman story is this case.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Florida
right.
woman.
All right, so let's
and
get
then a
started.
$500 million apartment, and of course, it's
Of course.
We got them all.
We got
it
them all.
covered.
Okay.
And earlier today, we had a great interview with Rock Riley. That'll be airing in the next couple of days as well. Legendary sportscaster. And so, yeah, we got a lot going on here at the Heartbeat of Tampa Bay this week.
Yeah.
All right, so the first story is, you alluded to, teen takeover. Apparently, this is a new trend on social media where teens organize what law enforcement officials call a teen takeover, whereby all these teens meet at a park. In Tampa, this has happened several times at Curtis Hickson Park. And Tampa PD last week arrested, I think that I read, 22 teenagers. The youngest
that's a
one
lot.
was actually
12.
not even a teenager. It was
Yeah.
12 years old.
And the oldest was 22, so that's
yeah.
not technically a teenager
Right.
either, but young people, right?
Yeah.
Young people, and they're going there to take over the park.
And that's downtown, right? In
Yeah, it's
downtown
downtown,
Tampa.
right there on the waterfront across from University of
Yeah.
Tampa. And they are, of course, when you have thousands of teens converging on one location and, you know, there's no permit, they're violating certain laws and whatnot, they're getting in fights, they're bringing guns, they're bringing drugs. Tampa Police Department cracked down, arrested a whole bunch of them last week, and Chief Burkhoff said this week, hey, parents, number one, you need to start knowing where your kids are, who they're with, what they're doing, and monitoring their social media. And that Tampa Police is not going to tolerate this type of behavior with these kids. And it said it's a social media fad, a trend that's going on around the country, and it just finally hit home here in Tampa.
It's so crazy. So Mia, have you heard about this kind of stuff?
No, I haven't heard anything about this thing. I think the name is kind of funny too, but yeah, no, I haven't heard anything about it being a trend or anything. So I just think it's, you know, the internet is very broad. So just different sides of the internet that we're obviously running on.
Yeah.
The kids that like showed up to this. But honestly, I just think that this is like another indicator of like the lack of like third spaces and parents like being in their children's lives and giving them things to do outside after school, like during, you know, it's summer now. So kids are not being watched as much because the parents are going to work and stuff. So I just think like, it's a problem where kids like don't know what to do, and so they're just, you know, going down the wrong path and getting into trouble and following these stupid trends.
Wow, you know what? You know, honestly, Mia, you bring up two like I feel significant points. One, and we can talk about the first one first. When Teen Takeover, we're talking about social media, but you're saying that if you haven't seen it, you don't think it's one of those things that's everywhere that points to the fact that there are so many different aspects, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
For social media?
Yeah, and it really just depends, like, you know, certain people are gonna follow like this type of people, and you know,
like
so.
It generate, you know, like to your interest. You know how it puts things in your feed,
Right?
Via, you know,
the algorithms pick up on it.
Yeah, it's so specific and niche. So like something huge might be going on that millions of like people know about, or that are, you know, tons of kids are, you know, hearing about and going to this park and having trouble, but getting into trouble, but so many other people just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, here's what I would say though. You know, you read a lot of stories about teenagers, young people getting into trouble in these organized groups, and social media makes it so much easier for those things to occur. But the ones that really upset and bother me are when they take over streets and they do this street racing and they do the figure eights, and people get hurt and killed, and that's really dangerous, and they're endangering other people. And also the bike takeovers where they're on motorcycles and they take over an area. That's happened in Tampa several times in the last 12 months or so.
And that always makes me so nervous. It makes me so nervous. What? What's that look like?
I think the motorcycles are cool.
You do? You do, but even when they're like, you know, like
every father's nightmare right
like,
there, personified.
Well, even when they're taking over like the streets and everything.
Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not good.
Because I get really nervous.
Yeah, no,
I get
that's
really
not
nervous.
good.
But you know, but speaking about every father's nightmare and all that, but I thought that was very sweet when you were talking about, and I shouldn't, you know, maybe sweet's not the right word, but parents need to be more proactive and know where their kids are. And Christopher, that says a lot about you, because Mia, how old are you? 18 or 19?
I'm 19.
You're 19,
yeah.
so clearly your dad is very present in your life, and you're saying as a teenager that makes a significant difference.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Like, and it's not even just like with the tracking apps. It's like your parents just being invested in who you are as a person, wanting to know what you're getting up to and who your friends are and what you like about them and why you like those things, and you know what passions do you want to explore outside of school and, you know, outside of, you know, academics and stuff. Like having the parents who show that interest and stuff is what feeds your kid, and is what, you know, is what makes successful children into successful adults. So that's why it's sad, you know, hearing about these 12 to 22-year-old people and young adults and children getting into such trouble.
It's an interesting point that Mia makes. There was a study years ago by the Center for Alcohol and Substance Abuse, CASA, and they concluded that there are 5 key indicators as to whether or not your child is going to end up being an alcohol or substance abuser. And if I can remember them all, one was, do you have dinner with your child at a dinner table at least 4 nights a week, yes or no?
Yes.
Do you know not only the first name but the last name of your children's 3 closest friends?
Absolutely.
Do you attend religious services at least once a week?
Yes, Sammy makes me.
Sammy makes me. Does your child?
She's better than me.
Does your child play team sports?
Yes, she does.
Yes or no? And I always can never remember the last one, but there were 5. In any event, you could Google it, CASA, Center for Alcohol and Substance Abuse. And they concluded that for every one of those yes responses that you give, it reduced the chance of your child being an abuser of alcohol or substances by 20%.
Wow.
Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I think this is also a great lesson, though, for Mia. Even if your kids can be a little annoyed, like, oh my gosh, mama, dado, what are
Get
you
out of my
doing?
hair.
Yeah.
You really deep down,
You know it, yeah.
you appreciate us.
Yeah, something I'll always say that our parents were always right about is whenever like your parents say it's that damn phone. Like it always has been and forever will be that damn phone.
Damn phone. Wow.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
Heard it right here from Mia.
Heard it here first.
19-year-old Mia. She's telling you, parents, get those control
Yeah,
of
the
the phones.
iPads. Don't let your kids have Roblox. Don't do any and watch it. Just watch it.
Monitor it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so interesting coming from a 19-year-old perspective, too.
Yeah, and I babysit too. Like I've babysat the same family. They have 3 daughters, a set of twins, for 3 years, and like I'm so nervous about them being on they just got iPads. I'm so nervous about them being on Roblox and stuff. That stuff's so scary.
Wow. Well, it leads right into our next story. Honestly, it's so scary. The deep fake porn.
Deep fake porn.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and for those, I'm sure most people know what it is. It's taking
An
a
image,
picture,
yeah.
an image, a picture of somebody,
Someone's face.
right? And
Superimposing it on a video of some sort of sexual activity
Yes.
and trying to pass
Yeah,
it off as
and-
that it's your, the girl that you know in 8th grade.
And a lot of times, these pictures of, real everyday, women, friends, girls that is just coming from, their Facebook profile picture,
Right.
their Instagram post,
Yes.
a Snapchat they sent to their friends. And people are taking these pictures off the internet of their, people they know and turning it into these awful things and putting it on the internet on awful places.
And it is important to note that in most states, including Florida, that is against the law. And not only is it against the law, but if those images are posted, the law requires that once somebody's been called out on it, that they be removed at all sources within 24 hours.
yes,
Good.
and thank goodness for that law. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but Law and Order, which has been around forever, Law and Order SVU.
Yeah.
So they really do pull
From
cases from
real
the
world.
Oh
headlines.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do from real.
Yes, and there was just recently a case where a high schooler was jealous because her boyfriend was with somebody else and did that same sad thing to this girl. But that actually happened in the state of Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was the jealousy factor, but it was a high schooler.
Yeah.
Florida passed a law, Brooks Law, right? And Brooks
Yeah,
Law,
Brooks
and
Law.
and that's why those images have to be pulled down immediately.
Brooke is the daughter of one of my best friends, Lenny Curry, who's the former mayor of Jacksonville. Yeah, she was the one that's named for, and she's the one that got it
goodness.
pushed through the legislature.
That gives me
Wow,
goosebumps
that's
because in a
insane.
quote, in a
That's
quote, I did
crazy.
not know that. In a quote,
She's the daughter of.
wow.
Lenny Curry, former mayor of Jax.
Well, she said, and what a brave
Yeah.
young woman.
Yeah.
Kudos
So
to
brave,
you, Brooke.
yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
because she said her family. Honestly, I just wanted wow, had the support and
Yeah,
the resources and
To fight it and get it
fight
taken
it
down.
Yeah.
and get it taken down.
But if they had not,
And
I mean,
apparently, one in every 8 women know someone who has been affected by this, and I am one of those women. I haven't been
No.
affected, but I know someone dear and close to my
Really?
heart who has been affected by that. And the FBI were involved, and
It's serious business.
It is serious business. A lot of times, a bunch of women are attacked at colleges all at once, and So it's an epidemic, but thankfully, some laws have been passed individually in our state, and then also nationwide that will
help address it.
help address and put these people away.
Are you comfortable talking about the circumstances of your close friend? And you don't have to.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
Don't
it
name
wa-
her, but
Yeah, I won't name her, but it was one of those college attacks where just a bunch of these random girls in this college were attacked, and all of these pictures of their face were put.
It's horrible.
superimposed on
Yeah.
filthy pictures.
Yeah, and put on these gross, weird websites and stuff. So, so that's another benefit of the law that's also been passed in Florida, where now if you do go on, those 18+ porn websites, you do have to put now your state ID now, and so it prevents minors from accessing stuff that is not meant for kids to ever access.
And
So.
we have to have safeguards in place.
Yeah. Oh my God,
unfortunately,
yeah.
Right, because people,
Yes.
gosh. So, can you be charged criminally at this point if you do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You should be.
Yeah.
And there are multiple charges that can be made. One is just like, the possession of it. And then if you transmit it electronically, send a text message to a friend, hey, look at this picture of this
especially
girl
if
that
they're
I
a
took
minor
and
too.
superimposed.
Yeah, that's.
It can be serious, have serious consequences. So I think most of the perpetrators in this are young men. Men, knock this crap off because you will severely
Go to
face
therapy.
strong consequences, and you could be labeled a sex offender for the rest of your life.
But I honestly think, Chris, for girls too, though.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, women can do that to other
Don't be petty.
women. Unfortunately,
Don't be weird.
I don't mean to bring out the Law and Order,
but no,
episode,
devil's
but
advocate. It's both. Yeah.
Because sometimes, I mean, no, but I know what yes, of course. But sometimes it's like, guys, like, take a breath, step back. Think, God forbid that happened to you.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, it could seriously, even if those images are taken down within 24 hours, within 24 minutes,
It can seriously hurt you.
you could
somebody,
for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life.
All right, well, let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
This is equally,
But this is
it's
crazy.
a big story. It's crazy. Oh, I forgot to mention. So we have 5 or 6 stories. They're all kind of crazy, except for the teen takeover one. That's legit, right? 100%. The other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories, 4 of them are legit. One of them is fake.
Oh, one
I'm
of these
the
is
only one. Don't say anything yet. I'm the only one out of the 3 of us here that knows which one is fake. So you got to keep that in mind.
Okay.
And then at the end of the show, I'll ask you which one you think is fake, and we'll see how well
It's
you
definitely
guys do.
not the one we just
All right,
did.
We're not going to talk
Okay,
about it
yes,
yet.
okay, got it, okay.
Deltona. In Deltona, which is, I think, Volusia County. Crazy commissioners.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But speaking of, have laws been passed, to protect people, so on and so forth? Yes. But sometimes I think a law might go a little too far.
Just a little bit, in this case.
Like in this case.
So these 2 happen to be female county commissioners in Volusia County and Deltona. And one of them is a lady named Howlington. And she is in a little riff with a fellow commissioner who is a female named Santiago. Ms. Howlington, in some silly fight over whether or not they should look into a city administrator or something and his performance, they're on opposite sides of that on a vote, and they got a little bit too emotionally involved. And one said to the other, "I'm going to get that bitch." And
No, she shouldn't have said that, of course,
And then the next day, she said, "I know where you live." And the person that she said that to was Commissioner Santiago, who did not take a liking to her being called a bitch and the other commissioner saying, "I know where you live." There's a subtle hint of a threat there. So Commissioner Santiago files a complaint with the sheriff's office, and they arrested Ms. Howlington for an assault charge because she put her hand on her shoulder. We got a video of it. Let's take a quick look of this video here. Okay, so crazy, right?
That is crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, okay, all right. I understand that people, if you don't want to be touched, you don't want to be touched. I get that. But seriously, is that assault?
You would be in jail every day, 5 times. You would be arrested. All the people that you touch.
I would be, honestly. I mean, I would never see the light of day.
They consider that an assault.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Any type of unwanted touching is considered an assault. If I touch you right there and I don't ask you, can I touch you right there, and you can have me arrested. But I got video of you touching lots of people, so.
You know what, though? In all seriousness, I have been so much more caught. I am a very affectionate person. But I've been, especially after COVID, though, I mean, that really, for me, not to hug, touch anybody, I mean, honestly, I went in through, emotional withdrawal. But it was also a valuable lesson to, respect people's boundaries. Because not everybody is, likes to be touched.
To be touched.
Yeah.
Including Sammy, in fact. Including my own daughter.
Well, I think COVID made me realize that too. COVID made me realize not everyone is as physically affectionate as me. Not everyone wants to be hugged when they're sad or to be comforted, and I had to realize that no one in my family is the same way as me. They're my sisters, my mom, they're not so huggy people.
But you're a huggy person.
I am.
Oh, so that's so good. So
I take your hugs.
Yes, you do. Yes.
I love you, Mia.
I love you too.
Well, so it is really a crazy story.
Yeah, but
right?
it is a crazy. I mean, honestly, I think it is one of those stories that it's just they went too far.
Yeah.
And Mark Ober, who you spoke with, who's the former state attorney
here in Hillsborough County.
County, you shared that with him, and
well, no. I was talking to him a couple years ago about a
cases,
similar kind of case where somebody stepped on another person's toe, and then they filed a complaint for assault, and the state attorney's office would not prosecute it. And Ober told me when we were talking about it, he said, "Look, I've got juries that we have evidence of a man beating up his wife or girlfriend." And she's got black eyes, and we've got strong, compelling evidence, and the juries won't convict them. He's like, we're definitely not going to take someone to court to trial for stepping on someone's toe, or similar like touching them on the shoulder.
Right.
You can just go a little too far on that. It's crazy though.
Yeah,
Right?
it'll be interesting to see. I mean, clearly though, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it'll be curious to see what happens.
Not, I would say, and I know I'm Switzerland, but maybe. You don't want to. I mean, you want to be role models, right? And so,
These two are not.
Yeah.
Did you ever get in a fight with a girl?
No, I honestly have not.
Never? No. Have you, Mia?
Just my sisters.
All right, we're not going to talk about those. All right, Lakeland. We got our Florida man, or in this case, the Florida woman story.
This was honestly one of my favorite stories when you shared it.
It's crazy.
So this woman decides, she emails the Polk County Sheriff's Office, and I think it's hilarious that it's Polk County because it's Grady Judd.
We're going to interview Grady Judd next month.
I know, I'm so excited about that. I'm such a fan of his. That she emails them and she says she wants to do a party in the parking lot, and they never responded, so she took that as a yes.
Yep.
So she
held the party.
So she brings over, you got to share what she brings over.
I had to write all this down. There was so much. She had invited 80 guests, including the deputies. And she had a 14-foot bounce house. She hired a DJ. She had planned a deputy limbo contest, a limbo contest only for the deputies of the sheriff's office. And she offered the cops Jello shots.
Oh my God.
And she played Pitbull's like top hits, didn't she? Yeah, I read something about that.
She referred to one of the deputies as a deputy cutie. And when they arrested her for, I don't know what the charges were, unlawful assembly or whatever, she said that she was just trying to build community.
I thought that was so funny.
I love that.
I
feel
know.
like why would they have arrested her for this?
And she,
don't fool around in Polk County. That's the message right there.
That's for sure. And she said she wanted to do the party there because they had one of the best parking lots.
Yeah.
And
Parking lot.
one of the best parking lots. And then she said that she, when they said we're going to arrest her, she said she refused to turn herself in until one of the deputies at least danced.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Seriously? Did the deputies comply with her?
To
Can't arrest
dance?
me until request?
No, they did not. And one of the deputies did say that he has seen a lot, including a wrestling match with someone with an emu. Is it an emu?
Yeah, an emu.
And this was the craziest thing he did.
And the other thing that he said was crazy was somebody trying to sell some stolen jet skis at a Waffle House parking lot.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy, man. Polk County, I'm telling you what, if I were a criminal, the last place I would do anything illegal is in Polk County because Grady Judd is going to get your ass.
He is.
He really
no matter
is.
what. I mean,
Oh my God.
and it will be very public.
Yeah, it will. It will be very public.
For sure.
Yeah, he'll have a press conference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He loves those.
Yes.
He does. He does.
He does.
Okay, little bit lighter, but still a crazy story. The most expensive apartment ever sold just happened. It was a $554 million penthouse suite that was 5 stories. The penthouse suite was 5 stories on the top of this big building. It sold in Monaco for $554 million, which works out to about $82,000 per square foot.
Wow, and this is an apartment. This is like one single, it's not the building, it's not the whole, it's one apartment.
One apartment. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It makes what goes for sale in some of the crazy places here in Florida seem like peanuts.
Yeah.
Literally.
They said too that because there's so much wealth in that small country,
Monaco.
there's so much wealth that there's a lot of billionaires, clearly billionaires, that can buy property there.
Yeah,
But
$82,000 a square foot.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's got to be one fancy building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous if you ask me.
Just a little bit.
Would you want to live in a $554 million
No.
apartment?
No.
Yeah.
Tell her, we talked about this. Tell Sarina what you wanted to do when you graduate from college.
Oh, When I graduate from college, or undergrad, I should say, I want to like buy a rig, and I'm gonna like convert it over, like learn how to convert it and stuff over like a year or two, and then I want to like travel the U.S. in it.
Oh,
Like a van, like a
Yeah, like,
Sprinter
yeah.
minivan kind of thing. Is that what you want?
Like a rig, like
Yeah.
A rig?
yeah,
That sounds
that's
like
what it's
an
called.
18-wheeler, but
Well, no, not like
A
an
big
18-wheeler, but like a box truck or
Yeah.
like so maybe like a bus or something. I don't know, but
And live in that type of, like it's cherishing your small space.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it'd be like it's therapeutic to like get rid of everything because it all means like nothing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like
The tangible
everything
Yeah.
that we have is like so
Yeah.
yeah, seconds of joy, but that's all it is.
Right.
You know, it's
Right.
not actual like happiness, and happiness is like experiencing things and.
well,
Yeah.
there's a
Cool.
big difference between happiness and joy as well.
Yeah.
Like to be joyous is not the same as to be happy.
Yeah.
You can be
Yeah.
happy without being joyous.
Joyous.
Yeah.
No, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Huh. Look at how much
Well,
look at how much
learning
we're learning
Yeah.
here on the Heartbeat of Tampa Bay.
All right, last story, and then we're going to talk about which one you think is the fake story.
Okay.
There's a skunk in Colorado that the police rescued. They found it, got a call. There was a skunk in a park that had a paper cup stuck over its head, right? And the skunk, and we've got video of it. Let's take a look at the video. Okay, so clearly the skunk did not want to let go of the cup, but his head was holding on to it. And so the cops, they were called. They tried to kind of get him with some sort of a tie on a stick, and that didn't work. So the cop ends up, and see, like he just pulls the cup off of the skunk's head.
And takes a risk because
was-
if the skunk releases and sprays, that stink lives with you for a long
It does
Yeah,
long
isn't it
time.
something like tomato juice gets it out or
Yes,
something?
soaked in tomato
Yeah,
juice. I don't
yeah.
know if that's an old wives' tale or not.
Or not,
But
yeah.
I was a friend of a guy in college whose dad had a truck that a skunk got in overnight, and it sprayed, and they could not get the smell out. They had to total the truck. It wasn't even a year
No
old. They
way,
had to total
really?
the truck because they couldn't get the skunk smell out of the truck.
That's
Oh my
awful.
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Well, with this story, honestly, though, I thought it was nuts that, to me, the story is clearly the skunk, the officer doing the good deed, getting the cup,
Risking getting sprayed.
risking getting sprayed. And then in the article, they made it, don't litter.
Right.
I'm
This-
like, okay,
right.
okay, we know.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But seriously, I was
Right.
like, okay. Like, I try not to litter. I
Yeah.
really do make a cognizant effort not to. But I was thinking, gosh, isn't that a stretch for the journalist?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't the story about
It's
the
Colorado.
good
They're very
Yeah.
environmentally
Oh,
conscious.
yes,
out there.
that is true.
As they
That is
should
true.
be.
As
Good
they
job,
should be.
Colorado.
Yeah, that is true.
Well,
Yeah.
save a skunk, don't litter.
Yeah.
It all goes hand in hand.
I feel like people who litter, like you're just like the worst of the
Yeah, they have no disregard for everything.
Yeah, you don't care about anything if you litter. If you're like throwing like empty cups out the window, like you just don't
Yeah.
care
It's
at
like-
all.
Right. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a story for the Tampa Free Press a few years ago about all the litter on Clearwater Beach, and I interviewed like the head of the Parks Department at Clearwater Beach, and he told me that from Clearwater Beach, just Clearwater Beach, they remove 40,000 cubic tons of garbage from the beach every
That's
single
incredible.
year.
Wow, that's
That is
amazing.
crazy.
And you can go there on a weekend, like on a Monday morning after Saturday and Sunday are over with, go walk that beach on a Monday morning. There's garbage everywhere. And you know what? I asked them, I'm like, well, who are these people that are littering? Because I figured it was probably mostly out-of-towners who come. He's like, no, we've actually like researched it, and most of the litterers are people from the Tampa Bay area.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Natives.
Yeah.
And just leaving junk, plastic, baby diapers. you
Oh
name it.
gosh,
Yeah.
and I mean, come on, it just takes a second, or even, I honestly sometimes even carry like garbage bags, like in my like a Publix bag or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Like
trash,
in the car, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
All right, ladies. So we've got the 5 stories: the deepfake porn story, the Deltona commissioner's story, the Lakeland party in the Polk County Sheriff's Office story, the $554 million apartment, and the skunk gets a cup caught on its head story. Which of those 5 stories do you think is not a true story, Mia?
Okay, so my vote is that I think it's the fake story is the one about the woman coming to the police officers and having her party in the parking lot. I think that's the false.
That's the fake
That's
story?
false.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do
it's too funny. Like it's too good.
For me, here's why I think it's false. So, okay, I think that's false. But can I put on the record? I don't think we should talk about false stories. I mean, then everybody's going to think.
You just did.
But I didn't know. If I had known that you were going to put a false story on there, I would have put my foot down. I would have not been Switzerland. Put my foot down, and I would say to you, Christopher Ingram, we are not going to talk about a fake story because then no one will believe us.
But we tee it up that one of the stories is fake.
Oh, I don't know.
I kind of see what she's saying.
Yeah,
though.
I would prefer. I appreciate doing this as a little exercise today, but I would prefer if we do not do that anymore. Even though he did get 1.8 million views on a fake story that he did, but anyway, I mean, believe me, and that's on my Instagram alone, folks. Mine alone. So we're not even counting all the other stuff.
Clearly, we need to have a staff meeting.
We do. But I agree with we do need.
No,
to have a staff
I
meeting.
agree with Sarina saying though. Your show is about being a true show and just talking about the truth. So you don't want to like make it a one-time thing.
Yeah, no.
Just make it a one-time thing.
Yeah, one-time thing. But you're right. We need a staff meeting. But I agree with Mia, and here's why. This is why I agree with her on that story. Okay, the teen takeover, clearly it's been in the news.
Yeah.
The deep fake, hey, I mean, Law and Order talked about it.
Must be true.
No, it's true. That is definitely true.
Okay, the Deltona one, we saw the video. Like, it says the news cameras captured the video. The skunk story, I thought we saw the video too. The $554 million apartment, I mean, I saw the link. I believe, I mean, look at my
There's a link, it must be true.
Well, I don't understand. But then you sent us the details of the Lakeland story.
Yeah.
And you said,
Oh, yeah. Because I see all the stories as a link to the story,
right.
with the exception of the Lakeland
Right.
story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I didn't want to say that. So
Well, you guys are good detectives.
Sarina decided to.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So are we right? Are we correct?
yes, you're right. That's the fake story. It would have been hilarious if it wasn't. It would have been
know.
really funny if it wasn't.
But see, this is the other thing. Sometimes if you put something fake out there, then someone actually might do it.
So let
I
him
hope
get
so.
arrested. Grady Judd will have a field day.
Yeah, he would.
know. Okay.
He would.
Hold him picture up at his press conference. All right. Thank you for being here, Mia.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Did you have fun?
I had so much fun.
Me and I are getting ready to go on a trip.
I know. I'm going to miss you guys
I
immensely.
know. I'm gonna miss you too.
You guys are going on a cruise.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. We're going to Italy, to Rome. We're going to be in Rome a couple days. So we're going on a cruise that goes to
Croatia, Greece,
Montenegro,
Italy, and Montenegro.
Yeah,
So amazing.
and another day or so on Rome, and then we'll come back.
And you know what the sweetest thing is? Just like your heart necklace and my heart
I know. I
necklace
saw that
too.
earlier
It's
too.
so
You're
cute.
matching.
The bonding of a
Aw.
father and a daughter.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
It's
We're
so
looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Aw.
Well, thanks for coming, Mia.
of course.
We love you.
Every story shared,
Adds another heartbeat to Tampa Bay.
from courage to community.
We are so proud to tell the stories that keep our neighborhood strong.
Thanks
for watching The Heartbeat of Tampa Bay.
Yay. Love you, Mia.
Love you.
We love you.
Aw.